The American experiment is over. The United States of America is dead. What do I mean? I don't mean that the country's going, that we're necessarily going to be a third world country, but the America that we knew or thought we knew, that we grew up with, that we believed in, the myths about it that we believed in, are dead. And I don't think they're ever coming back. Certainly not in my lifetime. Maybe not even in the lifetime of my children. Possibly by the time if I have grandchildren, they come around and grow up, maybe. But we're looking at decades to repair the damage that we have done to this country. And what do I mean? So I don't want you to take off, because this is not all bad, but mostly. What do I mean? And I don't mean, look, Trump didn't do all of this, okay, that I'm going to talk about. He has put the final nails in the coffin already. He's only been in office the second time for 70 days or something. Not even 3 months. And he has managed to put the final coffin nail in the United States of America. And while we will continue to fight for democracy and to fight against his bid to be a little Hitler, we're not going to get back what we had. And here's why. What he has done is ruin our position in the world. The final nail in the coffin. Now, we've done lots of things in the past as a nation, under Democrats, under Republicans, whatever, that tarnished our reputation. But we always seem to manage to get some of it back, so that most places in the world looked at us as leaders for democracy and freedom, freedom of speech, and the aid that we came with all around the world. And a lot of this was USAID, but not all of it. Also, our allies depended on us to back them up and to be there with force if necessary, with diplomacy, with sanctions, whatever, to keep the totalitarian, authoritarian forces in the world at bay. Now we're one of those forces, thanks to Trump. And this is on him and his supporters. And what he has done with his foreign policy, quote unquote, and with these ridiculous, atrocious tariffs, the economic trade war that he has initiated, and he can't back away from it. Not that he would anyway, because his ego won't let him do it, because he's a little crybaby. But all of that has absolutely destroyed our position in the world as a economic leader, as a political and military and leader of the free world. We're not the leader of the free world. We aren't free anymore. When our government can kidnap anyone for that matter, but legally legal people who are here under legal, ramifications, legal documents, kidnap them off the street and then just whisk them away with no due process to some other place in the world and drop them in a dark hole, we don't have freedom anymore. That means you and I don't have freedom either. He could whisk me away because there's no due process. He can say, well, you're an illegal alien. If I don't get to come before a judge and present evidence that says I'm a citizen or I'm here legally, then nobody knows whether I am or not. That means he can kidnap you and me. We don't have freedom. And what has that done to the United States of America? And I'm going to come back to this topic more than once probably, but I just felt like I had to talk about it today a little bit. Let's say we get rid of Trump in 4 years, which God only knows. I hope we not only get rid of him, but the entire Republican Party. Let's say we vote them all out, just for shits and grins, and sweep in, Democrats, and we get, saneness back to the world, and, clean up our shit. And then we go to our ex-allies and our ex-trading partners and say, well, we got it all fixed now. What do you think they're going to say? I know what I would say. Fuck off. Like, we'll see you in 20 years. Why would they ever trust us again? I wouldn't. And I would advise them not to. Because we re-elected this dude after he committed openly massive crimes, was convicted of 34 fucking felonies, an adjudicated rapist who comes in and the first thing he does is pardon, 1,500 insurrectionists, some of them violent as hell, who murdered cops on January 6th. And then he starts attacking our allies in Europe and in Canada and Mexico and everywhere else. Literally attacking places where no one lives except for penguins and fucking polar bears. All right. He didn't attack Russia, North Korea, the Taliban. He didn't put tariffs on them. That's to say all you need to know about Donald Trump. So why would anyone in the world, except for Russia, North Korea, and the Taliban, and the Saudis maybe, why would anyone trust us for anything ever again? They're not gonna. Not for a very long time. We will have to wipe this country clean of anything MAGA and beg for decades just to get back to being, a semi-equal partner, much less a leader. My guess is we will never be the leader of the free world again. It definitely ain't going to happen in my lifetime. If we're still around 100 years from now, maybe. Whatever that looks like. So, it's not good. But that doesn't mean we stop fighting. Because we don't have another fucking choice. If we stop fighting, then Trump gets his way, he gets to be dictator, and it'll be 200 years or 1,000 years before this landmass can walk around with any modicum of pride again. So keep fighting, friends, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be right here, even though I don't have shit for followers right now. Let your friends know if you like what I do. If you don't, fuck off, I guess. If you do, fuck on. Live fearless.